What is going on, everybody, and welcome as we have now completed the 2019 season. Colorado Rockies, we did not fare that well, going 77 and 85, ended up 24 games back behind the Dodgers. Yeah, it was at one point we were in wild card contention, and then we went on a huge losing streak. As you can see, where we ended at was not that great. Yeah, 14 games back from the Diamondbacks and Giants, who apparently they took the wild card. So no National League West. We just kind of wasn't there at the end of the year like we should have been. But I figured, since a bunch of crap happened, last two off seasons, like the first one we got traded around a little bit, the second one we got turned into a closer. We'd go through some stats. Um, and just kind of go through the off season and watch nothing happen this time because I'm actually recording it and trying to put it into an episode. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we'll look at our 2019 stats here. Made 64 appearances, went 4-7, an ERA of just over 4, which is really really bad as a closer. Didn't make any starts. 39 saves, blew 10 of them. Or blew 10 saves, had 49 opportunities. So we had a chance to get to 40. We just couldn't close the door on 10 of them. Managed to sneak in a hold somewhere in there. Through 65 innings, gave up 69 hits. 29 runs, all of them earned, 6 home runs, walked 7 people. Struck out 65, a whip of 1.17. It was very much a mediocre year. But I guess one that you could kind of expect as it being our first year as a closer and us totally not having the stats, you know, to play that type of role. We're more set up to be a starting pitcher. We have, our stamina is high. Our pitch, our pitching clutch is pretty high too. But if we would have came in saying that, we were going to be a closer, we wouldn't have dumped so much into stamina and we worked on some of the other stats. But yeah, this is what it is. We'll just, we'll see how this offseason plays out. Maybe we'll get thrown back into the rotation. Maybe we won't be. Just kind of, we'll take a look at the awards. Most valuable player this year was Clayton Kershaw. Went 20-7 with a 2.61 ERA. Struck out 273 people. That's a bit video game-ish. American League, it was, Chris Sale went 17-6. So, you have pitchers taking the most valuable players. Cy Youngs, well, obviously, if they won the MVPs, they're probably going to win the Cy Young. And as you can see on the right-hand side there, Clayton Kershaw has kind of got a lock on it in the National League. Batting title, somehow DJ, he made it in there. Hit 340 on the year, just the rest of the team, I guess, couldn't really do anything. George Springer over for the American League, the Houston Astros. He hit 325. Much better, home run and RBIs, but different types of hitters, I guess. Reliever of the year comes from the Dodgers. Kenley Jansen, 45 saves, 2.11 ERA. It's second time he's won that back-to-back. However, nobody qualified in the American League somehow. I have no idea how that works out. But Rookie of the Year, Edward Otto for the Washington Nationals ends up taking the Rookie of the Year, hitting 217, 13 home runs, and 53 RBIs. And, hit the wrong button there. American League left fielder Aaron Alford for the Mariners end up taking that one. Got the Hank Aaron Award. George Springer takes that in the American League. Bryce Harper takes it in the National League. And so Gold Gloves now, starting pitcher. I'm just gonna go down the National League side. I'm not too worried about the American League. But Matt Whistler, the Atlanta Braves takes that one. Gold Glove catcher is Monty Grandal for the Mets. I wish they'd show you, who came in, also got votes or however this works. First baseman Sean Rodriguez, who is apparently owned the last 2 years over at first base for Atlanta. D. Gordon takes second base, doing it from Joe Panic. Our buddy Nolan, yeah, he grabs the Gold Glove for third base. Brandon Crawford, not really that big of a surprise. Left field is going to be Cespedes. Second year in a row he's won that. Ender Encarciete, the Braves win center field. And Joe Germano takes it for the Diamondbacks out in right field. Silver Sluggers, though, Gio Gonzalez for the pitchers. Takes that one. The Grandal taking it for the Mets. Well, he had a pretty good season if he, Silver Slugger and Gold Glove. Anthony Rizzo takes first base. Taking it from Paul Goldschmidt. Daniel Murphy reclaims his throne at second base as a Silver Slugger. Chris Bryant takes it from Arenado. Corey Seager. Yeah, he just maintains his dominance out there. As Harper takes the outfield, one of the outfields. Andrew McCutchen takes another outfield slot. And Gregory Polanco takes that one. And we haven't done the postseason yet, so that's pretty much how it all came out. Who we got in the playoffs here? We got Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Giants, Cubs, and Mets. And in the American League, White Sox and Yankees, Astros, Indians, and Red Sox. So, should be interesting. We'll go ahead and we'll just go ahead and sim the postseason here. See what happens. Mets have defeated the Indians in the 2019 World Series. So, now, I think they would show you like a tournament bracket or something. Maybe I'm missing. Maybe you guys can tell me for somewhere else. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and we're going to begin the off season. See how this all works out. We should be up for a new deal, but it's just a renewal. We're not ready for the arbitration just yet, I don't think. Let me check and make sure. No. It'll be our last renewal year. We're going to review the retired players. So, the Rockies, Russell Barton is going to retire. Billy Hamilton, due to injury. That's kind of sad. Same time, kind of happy. Guy's speed is killer. Other big names: Edwin Encarnacion, Rick Kratz, Pena, Alex Gordon. Kind of going down through, see if there's anybody else I recognize. At Kemp. Martin Prado is finally retiring. And Zimmerman, Chase Utley. And Zobrist. There's going to be some big holes out here for some people to fill. Hill. I'd like take his start in the starting lineup or a starting rotation. Joe Blanton. These guys are just free agents now, though. Michael Bourne. Play Buckholz because of poor free agent market. Sean Burnett because of age. Yeah, so like there's going to be some openings out there. We'll see what happens. Yep, I'm good with that. Nobody's inducted in the Hall of Fame. That's kind of sad. Alright, so, sim the off season here. So an early winter check-in here with the agent. Hi, Oliver. Just wanted to touch base. Always bothered me, this guy. Anything particular? Okay. Anything in particular?
This representative wants his client well informed on important.
Thank you. You solid in how your rookie contract works, or would you like to review that now? You know you'll be ready when the day comes. You have some choices to make. Let's review it. Basically, you need 6 years in the majors before you're eligible for free agency. But after 3 years of service, you become eligible for arbitration. That's a player's first chance to make the big money. Yeah, I can't think about that. That's what you're here for. Knowing this stuff is my job, Oliver. But when the time comes for you to make contract choices, I want you to be informed. I think I've got it, man. I think I've got it.
The agent moves on from that topic.
What else you got for me? While you have me, do you want to update me on how you're feeling about your situation in general? Yes, I would. Everything good with you looking ahead to next spring? Okay, for now, I'll tell you when I'm not. I don't know, I've been wondering if a change might be in order. Yeah, let's see, change in order. Really, what kind of change exactly? Change the scene, I guess, another team. I like to play as a starter. Not certain. Yes. Nope, I'd like to be a starter.
The player is not content with the way he's
I am not. Okay, we may need to be patient on that. If the Rockies think they're better with you as a late reliever, it's unlikely we'll convince them otherwise, but I'll look into it. Thanks, Vance. Why pay you the big bucks?
A manager gives a quick wrap-up as another
Poor coach isn't happy, I guess. That's our season. I know some kids gonna be happy to have their daddies home for a while, so I guess it's not all bad. Thanks for your hard work as usual. Kiss those babies for me. Sure, why not? Alright, so we got an offer. And they're offering us to be a closer. It's less money than we made last year. Okay, I'm not sure I'm okay with that. Can I fight to be a starter maybe? Want more money. Made 1.3 last year. Give me 1.4. You know what, whatever. I'm just not arguing about money. There's no point in it. Until we hit to arbitration. We'll just go ahead and accept that. It's not like I can go hit the free agent market, right? Alright, so go ahead and we'll finish the season, or simming this off season. Made it through the winter meetings without being traded. Alright, well, the off season has come to an end. Spring training is about to begin. Really honestly looks like we're heading in being a closer. Not sure how I feel about that, but you know, this is what it is. We'll figure this out on the way. Make sure. Yep, they got us penciled in as a closing pitcher. So, yeah, I mean, that is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and play around with the spring training a little bit, and I'll bring you guys back right before we end it and head on into the season. I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so welcome back. Spring training has come to an end. I went through and played the spring training games. I usually don't, but figured what the heck. Actually had a pretty good spring. You can't really tell by the ERA though. Um, we gave up 4 runs, throughout 12 appearances. Went 0-1, gave just blew one save. It was against the Cubs. Gave up 3 runs, 2 home runs. It was really bad. Um, yeah, converted 9 of 10 saves. Up 12 hits and 11 and thirds. Like I said, the 4 runs, 3 of them being on home runs. We can get that home run ball out of the way. Be doing all right. Struck out 16. Didn't walk anybody. A whip just over 1. So it was a pretty. Take out that one game where I gave up the 3 runs, and it was a pretty good spring training. And that's the dilemma that you always run into as a closing pitcher: is you have one bad outing and your crap's just screwed. So got 685 available points. And I think I'm just going to say screw it with the stamina this year. Unless we somehow get converted back to a starter, there's no point in even fighting it, trying to maintain it. We'll just let it go, and if we need to, we'll um, rebuild it as necessary. So, since the home run ball seems to be our big nagger, we can't pump 3 into that, and we can do a strikeout. Leaves us with 33, which I think we'll just let ride into regular season. But, main focus I think this year is going to be right here, right on this home run area. Get that taken care of, and I think we'll be all right. We'll go ahead and we'll end spring training. And it looks like we get to start off against the Dodgers. How nice. That's so awesome. Um let's go ahead. We'll take a look at the pitcher rotation. Looks like we got Tyler Anderson, Michael Waka. Pretty solid. Phil Hughes. I should probably know how to pronounce that name, but I don't. I've heard of him. He's pretty good. And then Jeff Hoffman. And in the bullpen, we got old Jordan Lyles, Jake McGee. And Jake McGee, I mean, it looks almost like a manager, really, base-wise. Rick Gallagher is a rookie. Guerin? Guerin? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Cam Bedrosian. Carlos Estevez, and then me rounding it out there. See, Oliver does not look happy sitting in that closing goal, but that is what it is. Take a look at our lineup here. Got David Dahl, Carlos Guardado. Well, at least DJ came back. Eduardo Arcia, Henry Sierra. That's DH. Lonnie Wang, Andres Muria. I'm not even going to. Solarte. And, it doesn't look like we have Arenado back, so this is probably going to be a long season for us. Yeah. Looks like we we got a catcher on waivers. That's never good. Ian Desmond. I mean, he's a little old though. What else do we got up here? We don't even have anyone really ready to come up and take slots. Joe Omar's going to be up here for too long. Yeah, I'm not expecting. Gotta have high hopes for the Colorado Rockies this year. And yeah, we definitely don't. Where they have us at 11th? Well, apparently we got some power bats in the lineup. See how this all plays out. They say 11th. That should actually put us third in the West. But we'll see how this all plays out. But that's gonna do it for today. Thanks for coming, hanging out. Uh, you know, hit the like button if you like this whole off-season plan. If if not, leave me a comment. Let me know if you think this is something I should keep doing in between seasons, or I should just go ahead and skip right to the next season, or if should condense it, or give me some ideas. Don't forget, yeah. Wow, it's really early in the morning here, and I'm kind of just starting to fade. Um, yeah, yeah. Don't forget to hit that like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what's going on or what you guys think. Subscribe. See how well we begin the season tomorrow. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Doodles.